Hi. Remember me? I'm Joe. In an earlier section, I talked about deep democracy and the dreamlike background of relationships. Now, I'd like to go a little further into all of that, and go deeper into a concept that I had mentioned, called double signals. Double signals are very important to notice and work with during group processes, in relationship interactions, and actually for any kind of negotiation.
Hi Joe.
Hi Celine.
I was thinking, you might want to tell them that funny fact about human nature.
That's a good idea.
I'll be back later to help with the discussion.
That's great. See you later.
Thanks. See you later.
Okay. We'll start thinking about double signals this way. I bet you would be surprised to know that we human beings are so talented that we can do two things at once, and not even know that we're doing the second one. For example, we can identify with one part of ourselves, like being cordial and nice. But we can also send another signal at the same time. So, we're capable of making two different body signals simultaneously. We identify with one and are not consciously aware that we're sending the second one. We are really multi-talented. But as I mentioned in the earlier section, if we don't notice our double signals, it can cause a lot of misunderstanding. Let me remind you of the example I used to show this. These two people were agreeing on a negotiation. The man on the right was shaking hands, indicating that he was saying yes to the agreement. But as we noticed, part of his body was turned away. That's a double signal, and it probably indicates that he will drop out of the negotiation at a later point. And then, if we didn't notice the double signal earlier, we will probably be surprised. So, it's very important to be aware of double signals for all communication and conflict work. And it's also helpful in order to simply know more about ourselves and what we're expressing in a given moment. I'm going to show some new examples, but first let me remind you of a woman we met earlier who discovered her own double signal. One signal, her hands on her hips, expressed that she was identified with feeling serious, while the other signal, which could be seen in her constant movement, expressed happiness and excitement. In other words, she identifies as a very serious businesswoman, while in the background her double signal shows a lot of excitement that she doesn't normally identify with. Since this is a theory section of the film, we won't go further into the practice of working with double signals here. For now, I'd like to take a couple of minutes to practice observing some different kinds of double signals. Some of the other narrators and friends will demonstrate. And don't be surprised if you start laughing. Double signals are used a lot by comedians. Okay. Let's take a look.
Yes, let's take a look. And don't forget, this is a light-hearted approach.
I am feeling sad today.
Okay. Do you see two signals at once? Right. He identifies with feeling sad. We hear this in his words and see it in his body signals of his head bent forward, a frown on his face, and he is crying. But you see another, different, kind of signal that may not go along with that sadness. Right. His fists are clenched. So he is probably not only sad. Maybe he's also angry about something. From the outside, we don't know for certain what his second signal means. To be sure, we'd have to ask him to explore that signal and discover what it's expressing. There will be more about that in the practice section of the film. For now, let's just observe some other types of double signals and guess what they are about.
I'm back. That sounds like a good idea. This time, let's look at double signals in a relationship situation. Watch Tom on the right.
I feel really close to you.
He says that he feels close. That's one verbal signal. At the same time, he's moving and looking away. Those are body signals that don't go along with his verbal statement. So those are double signals.
Okay. I think they're getting the idea.
Yes, I think so. I imagine it might even seem obvious to some.
Yes. Double signals happen all the time, but we usually don't notice them consciously.
Right. Okay. I think our friends are now going to act out a few more examples.
Yes. And we'll just let all of you try to notice the double signals.
As far as I remember, these examples will especially show double signals, in which the verbal statements are different than the body motions.
That's right. That's due to the limitations of the animated figures. But do know that there are many kinds of double signals that have to do with such things as voice tone, posture, body position, spatial distance, etc.
I'm going to help show the first example.
That's great. Thanks.
Some of the examples might seem a little exaggerated, but that will give you the idea.
Great. Here we go.
I can't wait to start cooking tonight. I have a lot of energy for it.
I don't believe he wants to cook tonight. It's not convincing. He looks tired.
You're right. You are noticing his double signal. He says he has energy to cook, but his body signals show that he's tired.
Yeah, I got it. And then, hey, I want you to know that his voice is too stereotypical, just like mine. That's not right.
Well, you are right about that. I will tell the filmmaker.
I'm still keeping my eye on her.
Yes, I know. Thanks for demonstrating. That was helpful.
It was a pleasure.
Okay, let's see some more examples of double signals.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm feeling happy today.
I feel so calm today.
I wish I had more energy.
I'm feeling completely
Me
open
too.
to you.
I feel completely open to you.
I'm not angry at all.
I feel so far away from you.
Me too. I'm feeling so far away from you.
Okay. As Sally Rue said, some of these might seem a little exaggerated, but you might be surprised how often we all do this.
Yes. In fact, it's natural to have double signals.
And it's especially helpful to notice them when there is some misunderstanding.
Definitely. In fact, noticing them can sometimes be a central key during difficult group processes.
Okay. I think we're ready to move on to the next section, about the essence level and its theory.
Yes, the essence level is the third level of deep democracy.
I think you'll find it really interesting.
Me too.
I'll see you later.
See you later.